Sometimes, as the night grows quiet and the world softens into darkness, many seniors find themselves waking again and again, not because of dreams or restlessness, but because their body gently nudges them toward the bathroom, pulling them away from the sleep they long for. And if you've ever felt that small ache of frustration when your feet touch the cold floor at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., you are not alone, and you are certainly not weak. This is a chapter so many walk through, often silently, wondering why something as simple as holding through the night has become such a challenge. And sometimes the worry grows, creating a quiet fear that maybe things are slipping out of our control. But the truth is far softer and far more hopeful than that, because nighttime urination, what doctors call nocturia, can often be traced to gentle shifts in the body's rhythms, changes in bladder sensitivity, small fluctuations in hormones, or even the way our kidneys filter at night as we age. And understanding this brings comfort, because when we know the why, we can finally begin to explore the what now. And one of the simplest, most natural habits many elders have found helpful begins with something quietly powerful: taking a single dose of vitamin B6 before bed, not as a miracle cure or a dramatic fix, but as a gentle supporter of nerve balance, bladder signaling, and fluid regulation, working slowly and steadily the way nature often does. B6 plays a subtle role in how the nerves of the bladder communicate with the brain. And over time, many people notice that the urge becomes less urgent, less sudden, less demanding in the middle of the night, almost like the body relearns the rhythm it once trusted. And part of its effect comes from its influence on the nervous system overall, helping the muscles of the bladder relax more naturally, while also supporting the hormone pathways that manage how much urine the kidneys produce while we sleep. But like anything truly natural, isn't about force. It's about harmony, about coaxing the body back toward balance. To use it properly, the wisdom passed down through caregivers and gentle healers is simple. Choose a modest dose, often between 25 and 50 milligrams of vitamin B6, and take it about 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime with a small sip of water rather than a full glass, allowing enough moisture to swallow comfortably without overwhelming the bladder later. And then just settle in, letting your body unwind, letting the vitamin begin its slow, quiet work. And as the nights go by, improvements tend to reveal themselves in small, encouraging ways. Maybe instead of waking 3 times, you wake twice, then once. Maybe the urgency feels more muted, less sharp, or maybe the sleep you get between those moments begins to feel deeper, more restorative, more like the rest your body has been asking for. And many seniors describe a warm sense of relief as their nights stretch longer and calmer, as though the body is remembering something it forgot. That nighttime is for healing, for stillness, for breathing slowly in the dark without interruption. The sensations can be subtle but meaningful. A bladder that feels less jumpy, legs that feel more rested in the morning, a mind that feels clearer because sleep has finally done its job. And while B6 is the heart of this little ritual, pairing it with a few gentle habits makes it even more supportive, such as reducing fluids 2 hours before bed, taking slow evening walks to settle circulation, or practicing calm breathing so the nervous system enters sleep more peacefully. Because all of these tiny choices work together, shaping the night into something kinder. But the most important part of this entire journey isn't the vitamin alone. It's the message behind it, the reminder that your body is not failing you. It is simply asking for a small shift, a bit of nourishment, a pattern that fits where you are in life now. And there is great dignity in that, great wisdom in listening to what your body whispers rather than waiting for it to shout. And if you try this nightly habit consistently, not expecting perfection, but embracing gradual change, you may find that each night becomes a bit quieter, each morning a bit brighter, and the fear you once felt begins to ease, replaced by gratitude for the small victories that return one by one. So tonight, as you prepare for rest, know that you have permission to hope again, to trust that even simple things can bring meaningful comfort. And as you hold that tiny vitamin in your hand, let it symbolize something bigger. The belief that healing can come gently, that improvement doesn't always need to be dramatic to be real, and that your body, no matter your age, still responds to care, still responds to kindness, still responds to the quiet choices you make each day. And as you ease into bed, letting the day fall behind you, feel that soft reassurance that you are not alone on this path, that countless others have walked it and found relief. and let that give you strength. Allow yourself to breathe deeply, to relax your shoulders, to welcome the night rather than fear it. Trusting that small habits lead to steady change. Trusting that your body remembers how to rest. Trusting that tomorrow you may wake feeling just a little more renewed. And if you repeat this ritual each evening, with patience, with consistency, with a heart open to healing, you may discover that nighttime no longer feels like a battle, but instead becomes a place of peace again, a time to restore, a time to soften into sleep with gratitude for the journey you're on and the gentle steps that guide you forward, one quiet night at a time.